What is up, everyone? It's Ryan Turley here, and today I'm going to show you how to make the most amazing butternut squash soup. I roasted the butternut squash and onions on my Traeger grill, but you can just as easily get it done in the oven as well. This soup has so much flavor. We threw apples in there, some garlic, ginger, a ton of spices, and then topped it off with some roasted chickpeas. It's unbelievable, so stick around and I'm gonna show you exactly how to get it done. This amazing recipe starts out with a 3-pound butternut squash. And with a very sharp knife, slice your winter squash in half. And remove all the seeds with a dull spoon. All the seeds. Now take your onion of choice, remove the tip and tail, slice into quarters, and remove the skin. Slice in half one more time for 1/8. Now take your butternut squash and onions and add to your favorite baking tray. Then coat with a high heat oil. I'm using avocado oil, a generous pinch of kosher salt, and crushed black pepper. Now flip your squash meat side down on your baking tray and very carefully with a sharp knife, pierce those a few times to promote even cooking. Next, with your 10 fully intact fingers, take a can of chickpeas, aka garbanzo beans, and drain those out. I realize I'm out of paper towels, so I took a very clean kitchen cloth and dried these as much as possible. Bounty, where are you at with the sponsorship? Remember, we are roasting these, so this step is really important to get that nice crispy crunch. Add some oil to these, a dash of kosher salt, and give these a nice toss. And add to a baking tray. Then on a preheated 375-degree pellet smoker or oven, take your butternut squash and onions, let those go for about 45 minutes to an hour, and the chickpeas for 30 to 40 minutes. Now we've got a whole apple and about 1 inch or 2 of ginger to get the rest of our soup going. So dice up your apple, then take your ginger and without a knife, take your spoon and just scrape off that skin. It is so much easier to get the ginger this way. You see what I mean here? And dice up the ginger as well. And take 3 to 4 garlic cloves, remove the skin, and dice that up. With a heavy bottomed pan on medium heat, add some oil, your diced garlic, let that go for about 1 minute. Add your apples and ginger. Let those go for another 30 seconds or so. Now add your stock. I use chicken stock, but you can use vegetable stock as well. For the dry spices, I've got a teaspoon each of cumin, coriander seeds, paprika, and kosher salt, and then about a half teaspoon of black pepper. Stir and blend all those amazing flavors together, bring to a simmer, reduce to low, and cover. And once your chickpeas have finished roasting, we're gonna add some additional spices, a 1/4 teaspoon each of sea salt, smoked paprika, cayenne pepper, garlic powder, cumin, and black pepper. Damn, these are so good. At this point, your butternut squash should be finishing up. You can check those with a fork, make sure they are fork tender. If so, pull them off, let them cool for just a few minutes, and set the onions aside. Now we're gonna remove the skin. Again, we're just gonna use the spoon method. It seems to be the easiest and retains the most amount of meat. Chop that up, just a rough chop, because we're gonna blend all of this together. Take your diced butternut squash and add to a blender. Then add the apple, ginger, garlic broth mixture to the blender without making a complete mess like I did. Add your onions next and let this cool for just a few minutes, because trust me, you do not want to turn this blender on with piping hot liquid. It may explode on you. And I could be speaking from personal experience. I absolutely love this Vitamix, by the way. I've had it for over 10 years and it still runs just the same as it did on day one. If you're interested in one of these, I will leave a link for it in the description below. This is a good time to check the consistency of your soup. Give it a taste test just to make sure all the flavors are on point. You can always add some seasonings to balance things out, and pour your soup back into a pot and let that heat up for just a few minutes to let all those flavors combine. Now we're ready to serve. Add a couple ladles of your soup to a bowl. Then I'm using some heavy whipping cream. You could also use coconut milk to this. It would be a great addition. Then add your roasted chickpeas on top very gently so they stay afloat. And some freshly chopped chives. All right, so it's all plated. We're gonna do a proper taste test for you all. Wow, I'm definitely picking up on a little bit of that smoke flavor from the Traeger. And then there's that spice level with the garlic and ginger, paprika, and all those other spices we threw in there. It's awesome. You all have to try this. If you do, let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know what you think of the video and what I should cook next. So it's Thanksgiving this week and we just passed 1,000 subscribers. I just want to send a big thank you to everybody that's subscribed to the channel so far. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and that notification bell so that you don't miss another upload. I post videos every week, usually about smoking meats on my Traeger grill, but I am gonna mix it up this winter with some fermentation videos, some sourdough bread, and a few other fun items as well. So be sure to stick around so you don't miss a thing. Anyways, stay safe out there and be good to each other. We'll see you soon. Peace.